Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, Del Amo Fashion Center helps families prepare for back to school at this unique event.
Plus, 2 personal trainers are changing lives with the start of a new business here in Torrance.
Then police are hoping a hit to your wallet will help you slow down on the road.
And Canine Corner's Megan Medic is in the field with some darling dogs who are looking for their forever homes. Stick around and meet these furry friends. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Christy Wilcox.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. Great news, the Madrona Marsh Preserve is open again. Back on August 5th, it was announced that the preserve would be closing temporarily as a precautionary measure due to West Nile virus findings by the Los Angeles County Vector Control. The latest West Nile virus tests have come back negative, so the preserve reopened with limited hours of 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and will be closed on Mondays. Once the chickens in the Sentinel coop also test negative, regular hours of 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. will resume. Remember that the closure times have not affected the Nature Center. For more information, visit friendsofmadronamarsh.com.
Simon Kidget's Club's back-to-school event at Del Amo Fashion Center got kids excited and parents prepared for the new school year. The event included hands-on activities for kids to take part in and show off their own personal flair. They decorated notebooks to use in class. Others made colorful necklaces out of macaroni. And some worked on door hangers to let their parents know when they're busy studying. Entertainer Artie Loon wowed attendees with a comedy and magic show. And plenty of back-to-school necessities were offered at a special low price for the event. Simon Kidget's Club has great opportunities for kids and parents throughout the year. You can find more at simon.com/Kidgets.
If you bought some Chobani yogurt from the grocery store recently and noticed a swelling or bloating in the cup, don't eat it, take it back. Chobani is voluntarily pulling some of its Greek yogurt after learning a type of mold commonly found in dairy may be to blame for the bad items. Products affected bear the code 16-012 with expiration dates between September 11th and October 7th. It is also important to note that this has not been deemed a food safety issue and is not an official recall. Chobani indicates they are simply swapping out products that didn't meet their rigid standards and affects less than 5% of their total production.
A local business gets a virtual upgrade and celebrates a grand reopening at the Chamber of Commerce. Reporter Haley Skeen has more on what Renaissance Works has to offer local businesses.
Karen Logan has a passion for business.
We see business owners having a noble profession. They provide goods and services for the community. They provide jobs.
As managing partner of Renaissance Works, Logan uses her background in corporate business at a local level.
We've taken some best practices from corporate America and our experience in small business and made this perfect mix of best practices that people can use in their business.
The company has made some changes in the way they operate, and they celebrated with a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Torrance Chamber of Commerce. Mayor Frank Scotto came to show his support for the revamped company.
The fact that you're doing business in the city of Torrance and you're creating jobs for the both of you, we appreciate that because we know that one of the most important things in our economy is to create jobs.
Although Renaissance Works has been around for a while, the Logans felt it was time for an upgrade.
We've been in business over 10 years, and recently we've gone through our own personal renaissance.
Logan says in the past, customers had to schedule one-on-one consultations, but now they can easily join in on affordable webinars and workshops. Co-partner and founder O'Leary Logan says this should make it easier for their hometown's business owners to afford and access these services.
Torrance is a shining city, and it's always considered we have international clients, but Torrance is like our base camp.
And helping Torrance businesses succeed is Renaissance Works' main objective.
Business owners create a future for themselves, and so we want to help them to create the biggest, best future for themselves by looking at ways they can become more productive and efficient in the way they do business.
The new and improved Renaissance Works is up and running, offering workshops, coaching, and consulting to aid businesses in need. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Haley Skeen.
Thanks, Haley. To learn more about Renaissance Works, visit their virtual office at ren-works.com.
Coming up, think identity theft only affects adults? Well, think again, as kids are just as much at risk. We'll give you the details.
And a retired El Camino College counselor begins a project that's been helping kids succeed for more than 27 years.
I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best.
It must be love. It must be hospice.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Local resident Angela Hoover recently took her talents to New York, where she was featured on NBC's hit show America's Got Talent. Originally performing a comedy stand-up and impressionist act, Hoover received a yes vote from all 4 judges, which sent her to the Vegas round. Hoover was one of 30 acts to advance straight to the quarterfinals in New York without performing in Las Vegas. In week 2, the quarterfinals, Hoover won a tiebreaker vote from viewers, sending her to the semifinals where she gave her last performance. She was eliminated from the competition after a great run. For more information and to see Hoover's performances on the show, visit NBC.com and just follow the links to the past results of America's Got Talent.
Torrance residents now have another destination for health and fitness services. The Grind Life Win Fit Club had its grand opening in Torrance, and reporter Faith Lee got a glimpse of what they have to offer.
Brandon Crawford and Deson Williams started out as personal trainers, changing the lives of many along the way.
We've accumulated a lot of team, we've changed a lot of lives. We have people on the team that's losing 80 pounds, 60 pounds, 50 pounds. Everybody has lost weight, everybody's life has changed.
And 7 months later, the 2 opened Grind Life Wellness, Inspiration, and Nutrition Fit Club, also known as the Grind Life Win Fit Club in Torrance.
You know, with us here, it's about wellness, inspiration, and nutrition. We feel like, we want to connect with you, mind, body, spirit.
The Grind Life offers different classes and services, such as Zumba, personal training, and Perflection, a new yoga created by Deson Williams.
It's a mix of yoga, calisthenics, and meditation. Awesome program. It relieves blood pressure, improves joint flexibility, improves focus and clarity.
After all, it is a place where you can sweat, release stress, and even get yourself pampered.
We also have massage therapy here as well, so that's definitely another way to relieve stress and to not only relieve stress, but to enjoy yourself and relax.
According to Williams, Grind Life is about finding a purpose through a healthy lifestyle.
Grind Life is waking up every day of your life, trying to be better than you were the previous day.
Crawford and Williams hope to change even more lives with this new venture here in Torrance. For CitiCABLE, I'm Faith Lee.
For more information about the Fit Club and the services it offers, go to gorillagrind.net.
The city takes great pride in the fact that Torrance is one of the safest communities in LA County, so it's no surprise they're making great efforts to curb a growing issue for some drivers. Reporter Faith Lee tells us more.
In the mornings between 5 to 8, many commuters step on the gas pedal rushing to work.
49 on this car right here in the second lane, this little SUV. So that's almost 15 miles an hour over. She's at 14.
On Prairie Avenue, just a bit north of 190th Street, is one of the most popular locations for drivers to speed.
Because there's not as many signaled intersections, it's a popular place for people to go to avoid Crenshaw or Hawthorne.
On this tiny stretch of roadway, the speed limit is posted as 35 miles per hour, but 85% of the drivers are driving over this limit. Within last year alone, the Torrance PD has issued over 2,000 speeding tickets. On average, drivers are driving 15 to 20 miles above posted speed limits.
When you're speeding, you have less time to react to hazards in the roadway, whether it be bicyclists or pedestrians, even animals, things that fall in the roadway.
Longtime resident Lawrence Weaver said he's concerned about the speeding problem in Torrance, especially around school areas.
In front of North High on 186th Street from the high school, kids crossing, it seems to me that they drive too fast through there.
Last year, about 2,100 speeding accidents were reported in the city of Torrance, and 16 people lost their lives.
Speeding's very dangerous because if you're going too fast and you can't hit the brakes, you might hurt someone, injure them, or even kill them.
It's listed at 35 for a reason. You're going too fast. You're not giving yourself enough time to react. And the higher your speed, when you do get in a collision, always the chance for more damage or worse injuries.
Even though it is tempting to speed when you're rushing to work, getting an expensive speeding ticket or even injured from a high-speed collision prove that it is not worth the risk. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Faith Lee.
Thanks, Faith. For those who believe that it's easier to get a ticket toward the end of the month, Officer Scott told us it's just a myth. Police officers do not have a quota on how many tickets they have to reach every month, so as long as you're going over the speed limit, you are likely to get a ticket for it regardless of what day of the month it is.
Identity theft is one of the most common crimes occurring nowadays, and it's not just adults who are victims. About 2.5% of U.S. households with children under the age of 18 experience identity theft. In reality, this number is actually higher because most kids don't realize they're victims until they're adults. Reporter Jennifer Hua tells us how you can prevent this from happening to your child.
Susan Meditz is a PTA member at Victor Elementary School. As she helps prepare students with school registration forms, there's something else on her mind.
It's hard to start out at the good credit status if it's already been tampered with.
Several months ago, Meditz found out someone she didn't know stole her identity to make hundreds of dollars in unauthorized purchases.
It's really concerning, especially these days. It's so corrupt everywhere.
That was the second time Susan has had her identity stolen. Being a recurrent victim and a parent, she worries that her two children could face the same problem, especially around this time of year. With the amount of information being passed around both online and also on paper for back-to-school season, it becomes easy for kids to be victims of identity theft as well. The number one thing that identity thieves are after is a child's social security number. After those 10 digits are obtained, the criminal combines it with a different birth date in order to commit the fraud. Even with more schools switching to online enrollment to make sure paperwork doesn't get into the wrong hands, police say the internet is actually the most dangerous place.
If somebody has the computer smarts, they're able to obtain that information and use it for evil, basically.
But just as these thieves take special steps in obtaining someone else's personal information, there are also ways parents can prevent their child from becoming victims.
Teach your kids about identity theft, know your kids' business, stay in your kids' business, and be available for questions if they have them.
Police also advise parents to never carry around their child's social security card, to always use a paper shredder to destroy documents with personal information, and to pay attention to suspicious mail. To Susan Meditz, taking all these preventative measures is important to give her children a sense of security.
They can go out and do something in the world and not have to worry about their identity being taken and just getting your life turned upside down.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Jennifer Hua.
Thanks, Jennifer. If you believe that you or someone you know are victims of identity theft, contact the Torrance Police Department's Detective Division at area code 310-618-5571. For more information on how you can prevent this crime from happening, visit the Torrance Police Department's page at torranceca.gov.
In 2010, 45 states, including California, adopted the same education standards for English and math. These standards are called the Common Core State Standards. Having the same standards helps all students get a good education, even if they change schools or move to a different state. Teachers, parents, and education experts design the standards to prepare students for success in college and the workplace. In the upcoming school year, TUSD will be transitioning towards Common Core, which will be fully implemented by the 2014-2015 school year. The program will affect all students in schools within TUSD from kindergarten to the 12th grade, approximately 24,000 students in all. TUSD plans on communicating this information to parents through information sessions and interactive community meetings. To learn more about the Common Core State Standards, please go to the California Department of Education website at cde.ca.gov/re/cc.
The fall semester just started at El Camino College, and that means students will be looking for ways to succeed during the school year.
And there's actually a program on the college campus that provides special counselors for minority students who might be looking for some extra guidance. Reporter Jennifer Hua is here with the details.
Thanks, Ben and Christy. This program at El Camino College is known as Project Success. The retention rates of its student members average from 83 to 95%. Now, part of the success is due to the exceptional mentoring provided by one of the program's co-founders. I sat down with her to find out a little more about how she's used this program to help students excel.
As Elaine Moore flips through a photo album, she stumbles across several thank you letters sent by old students.
When you get to the point where they're alumni and they're still keeping in contact and they contact you and say, I want to take you to lunch. And then after lunch, they pay. That's a really outstanding, rewarding experience.
Moore began working at El Camino College as a counselor in 1981. After noticing severe dropout rates among minority students, she and several other counselors decided to start the program known as Project Success.
It's important to have a community to support us, a community of peers, a community of mentors to help students.
Project Success provides students with help in tutoring and class planning, but it also gives students a chance to develop deep connections with different mentors such as Moore. As coordinator of the program for 27 years, her work with students received recognition and praise from the community, and in June, she was the recipient of Ford's annual Unsung Hero Award.
She has done so much for the community, and it's gone unnoticed for so long.
Nikki Barber was a former El Camino College student mentored by Moore in the past. Through the program, she met her husband and was able to transfer and later graduate from Cal State Long Beach.
I was able to blossom and speak to people and get to know people and not be so shy.
Although Moore has recently retired, her legacy continues with Barber, who's now Project Success's new coordinator. With her new position, she hopes to touch the lives of students the way Moore touched hers.
I believe in the program. It helped me. This was my way of kind of giving back.
In addition to receiving Ford's Unsung Hero Award, Moore was also the recipient of the John W. Rice Diversity Award in 2010. This award is only given to 2 California community college educators each year.
Jennifer, how can students join Project Success? Are there any requirements?
Well, Ben, Project Success is geared towards African American students, but people of all ethnicities are welcome to apply. There are no specific requirements, but counselors do ask students who join stay committed to the program. For more information on Project Success, call their office at 310-660-3593, extension 6037.
Great job. Thank you, Jennifer. Coming up after the break, Megan Medic from Canine Corner is going to introduce us to dogs up for adoption this month.
We have a job to do it out here today.
To be a winning team, you have to work like a winning team.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong. Looks like a lot of work's going into this.
This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Are you in? Action Team!
Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Getting out of the military, I was missing this camaraderie.
It's frustrating when you try and talk to people that don't understand.
I still had the anger, I still had the addictions, but we didn't talk about that.
Came to a point where it's like, okay, I really need to talk to somebody about this.
Family more or less encouraged me, go to the VA.
It's okay to go get help. It's okay to talk to people because it takes true strength to ask for help.
Hear veterans' real stories of strength and recovery at MakeTheConnection.net.
If you're thinking of volunteering with the city or running for office, the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce has you covered. Beginning September 9th, their Grassroots Academy will feature speakers whose expertise will advise attendees on the history of Torrance, volunteering on commissions, and everything you need to know about campaigning as a candidate. The cost is $50 for the 4-week series, and each attendee will receive a certificate of completion by the Chamber. For more information, call 310-792-2339.
Looking to expand your business and network? If so, the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce is hosting an event you won't want to miss. Their speed networking and regional mixer will give you the opportunity to meet with other businesses, owners face-to-face in a quick 3-minute round, then participate in a more general free-for-all mixer. The event will be held at the Toyota Auto Museum on September 19th with check-in starting at 8 a.m. Attendance is $20 per person. For more information or to register for the event, call area code 310-543-3113 or visit torrancechamber.com.
The Salvation Army Torrance Corps and the City of Torrance Community Services Department have teamed up for the 21st Annual Health and Resource Fair. On September 21st, head over to the Salvation Army Torrance Corps at 4223 Emerald Street for free health screenings, community resource information, and an antique car display. For more information, call 310-370-4515, extension 101.
Be sure to mark your calendars for a great cause. Providence Trinity Care Hospice Foundation in Torrance will host their 23rd annual Gourmet Food and Wine Tasting Gala. On Sunday, September 22nd from 2 to 5 p.m. this year, the event takes place in Palos Verdes Estates. There will be more than 60 participating food, wine, and beverage partners, along with chances to bid on silent and live auction items. For more information, go to providencepowerofgiving.org or call area code 310-543-3440.
The Torrance Library Centennial Film Contest is over, and you have a chance to view the winning films and meet the filmmakers at a special screening. On Saturday, September 28th at 2 p.m., the Torrance Public Library Community Room will screen all of the entries for the public. At the event, participants will be acknowledged with tokens of appreciation, and the prizes will be presented to the winners. For more information, visit torranceca.gov/library/video contest. Now let's go out to the sports desk where Juan Hernandez has a preview of what's to come. Juan, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, great to see you and thanks for checking in. I hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend. For everybody at This Week in Torrance, here on the sports desk, that means we're back to airing a new show every week. To kick things off, this week we're going to preview a couple more football squads, the Torrance Tartars and West Warriors, as well as get to know some of the fellows on the defensive side of things at El Camino College. Like I said, we're back to a new show every week, airing at 4 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. daily on CitiCABLE 3. I'll see you there.
Thanks, Juan. Now we have Megan Medic out in the field with some super cute dogs that are up for adoption. Megan, what's going on there with Canine Corner?
Thank you, Christy and Ben. Yes, it is like Christmas on Canine Corner today because it is Dog Adoption Day, and I am here with the SoCal Palm Rescue, and I have two really cute boys. I have Tico and Simba, who are both 8 years old. Simba is a purebred Palm, while Tico here has got a little bit of Maltese in him, and they were both owner surrenders. But even though they're 8 years old, Pomeranians tend to live about 16 years, so these young chaps have got a lot of life left in them, and they are ready to spend it with you guys. Now, the SoCal Palm Rescue is a perfect example of how you can find your favorite popular breed of dog from a rescue group. So as always, guys, consider adoption before you consider anything else. And guess what? We have a brand new episode of Canine Corner, and you're gonna get to meet these two and a bunch of other cute Pomeranians that are up for adoption. So if you see one of these boys that catches your eye, and how could they not, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/caninecornertv, and I will have all the contact information for the SoCal Pomeranian Rescue, and let's find these boys a home. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Megan. I miss you guys. It looks like things are heating up on the next episode of Canine Corner, so be sure to check it out daily at noon or 8 p.m. right here on CitiCABLE 3.
Well, that's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Christy Wilcox. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, where you can see some of the behind-the-scenes action at facebook.com/This Week in Torrance TV. Speaking of which, I'd like to announce the winner of this week's Facebook fan. John Kint is the lucky winner of a portable mini speaker, courtesy of CitiCABLE.
Congratulations, John. You can pick up your prize at our office located at 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200. And keep those likes coming, as we'll be giving away another prize next week.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.